Oh, there you are, YouTube. Do subscribe if you're interested. Hey, let's do a random ranking. Let's go to my movie collection behind me and pick out 3 movies at random and then rank those movies based on whatever criteria we come up with. I'll rank them here in the video, but if you'd like to rank them in the comments below, please feel free to do so. Then I'll jump into that comment section and we'll talk about movies. But let's get to picking those movies. Let's pick whatever this film is. Let's pick whatever, you know what, let's go behind The Watchmen. See what's hiding behind The Watchmen. Whoa, who's watching The Watchmen's back? And then maybe something down low over here. I'm still with you. I haven't left. Don't think I'm gone. I'm still here. Alright, let's see what that is. Oh my! Could my back hurt? Alright. Good. Okay. Yes, I've seen all of these. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Wow, I feel like all of these are dark comedies, question mark? Maybe one of them is just a comedy. Maybe a dark comedy. Anyway, okay, let's start with Fargo. Did I say that right? People from North Dakota and Minnesota, did I say Fargo right? Fargo? 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 I really like that accent. That northern accent, I don't know, I'm a fan of. That's one of my favorite accents. Kind of wish I had it. Okay, so obviously, I don't. What more could be said about this movie? It's fantastic. It's a Coen Brothers film, and to me, so I guess one of the questions is with Frances McDormand, is she lead or supporting? Where do you think she lies? Because you know the way this movie is told, it's like sort of bounces around, but in my mind I've always just seen her as the lead, so I've never found that to be controversial. But I know some people find that controversial because it's more like ensemble setting and to where everybody's a supporting or something like that. I don't know, but for some reason me, when I'm seeing Frances, I'm seeing a lead. I must have got this at a video store or something, because there is a sticker back there. I don't remember that. Maybe I picked it up at a pawn shop. But yeah, I really love this movie. I like movies when the weather is a character. When the weather is a character, and that's definitely happening here. Okay, next. I would say that's a dark comedy, right? Okay, so next dark comedy, Running with Scissors. Let's see if it says it here. A dark comedy. Here it says a wickedly funny, brave, and moving tale, blah, 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 blah. So I think it is, or a sad comedy, maybe, depressing comedy, something like that. One of the funniest movies of the year. Okay, so it's been a while since I've seen this, but I sort of mentally remember it as a darker comedy, something that's funny. I felt like it was like a version of, like a less stylized version of the Royal Tenenbaums, maybe, but maybe I'm just thinking that because it has Gwyneth Paltrow in it and Alec Baldwin, who are both in the Royal Tenenbaums, and then Brian Cox, who sort of feels like a Royal Tenenbaum, you know, like patriarch of a family or something like that. I don't know. That's just kind of like where my mind went when I first watched this movie. Now I think I've only seen it twice, and the second time was sort of a background movie, but I should sit down and revisit it. But I sort of remember it as a dark comedy. What do you think? And I feel like it's based off a memoir, right? Like whoever wrote this story, I think it's like a memoir based on their life, I think. Next is Cedar Rapids. Now, I don't know if this is a dark comedy or just like a comedy for adults who, and it's about like these people who, I think they're in insurance. Let me make sure that's right. I'm pretty sure it's insurance. Yeah, insurance agents that are traveling to this like con or something, convention, where you know, find out who the best insurance agent is. And it's like when you're out of the house, you'll, you know, when the spouse is away, the other spouse will play, sort of thing. So these people, you know, many of them are like married, but then, or I guess, I don't know, some of them are, some aren't. Some of them are and some of them aren't in this movie, but it's like when they go to this convention, you know, they start acting like teenagers, or 20-year-olds, right? But they're all adults. Also, Anne Heche's in this. Rest in peace to her. This is a great role for her. John C. Reilly is really funny in it. Ed Helms is good. Sigourney Weaver is in it, but she feels like a cameo, so I kind of wish she wasn't in it. I wish they would have picked someone a little less iconic, because when you see her, it sort of stops you in your tracks as you're watching the movie, because she's like almost too famous for this or something, or too iconic, which is tough because she's such an icon that almost anything she's in makes it feel like some sort of like or some sort of cameo rather than a naturalistic inclusion into the movie. You know, does that make sense? Like, she's almost like so iconic, so popular, so much of a living legend that any movie she pops into feels like a gimmick. Maybe that's probably still not the right word, but I hope you know what I'm talking about. So how are we going to rank these here? Now, Cedar Rapids, a lot of times would be my favorite and number one, but it's not going to be here today because I do have to give that to Fargo. Gotta give it to Fargo, but Cedar Rapids will be a close second, a very close second. And then Running with Scissors is just, it's like the forgettable Royal Tenenbaums. Should I even be comparing it to Royal Tenenbaums? Maybe like today, if I were to rewatch it, I'd be like, no, it's not even comparable. But I remember liking it, but, you know, it's not one that necessarily sticks with you. But Fargo and Cedar Rapids are movies that stick with you. They're really good. And I just can't recommend Cedar Rapids enough. I feel like it's a forgotten movie, it's an unknown movie, it's an overlooked movie, but it's one that I think should be seen, and it's very funny, and the DVD art, the poster, this DVD art here, is awful. It says nothing about the movie. It's stupid. I think they're going for that 40-year-old virgin sort of cover, and that's a bad move. I don't know what else to put on there, but this is not a good... It doesn't sell the movie well, I don't think. So anyway, I'm going to go Fargo number one, then Cedar Rapids. Hey, look at that. Fargo and Cedar Rapids. Cities. American cities. And then Running with Scissors. Are these all dark comedies? Is Cedar Rapids a dark comedy? Maybe it's not that dark. But anyway, maybe I'll call these dark comedies in the description for this video. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and perhaps I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, what am I saying? No, we're not there yet. One more time. Fargo, Cedar Rapids, Running with Scissors. My question to you is, have you seen these movies? And if so, what do you think of them? And if you've seen all three, how would you rank them? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below, and perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.